He leaves it with his back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Getting some heat. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bama!
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Sellers. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Gamecocks hit it quickly to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got it inside the 15. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Red pass, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on second and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On second and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point splits the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Still on his feet. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the first and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Throwing right. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
To the air on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
He'll start this drive firing. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy...
Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. Today, a rank versus rank matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
A lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Bernard. They stop him almost immediately short. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here we go. This offense has a second down play. On the run, it's Haynes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Motion from the offense. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Tide. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. To the air. It's Allard. Pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense has got him there trying to pick up some yards.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is
Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
He's looking to throw it. Keeps the play going. Hit hard just as he released. He just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second down after that incompletion. Running back searching for a hole. Ross just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away. That's caught. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Runs through the tackle. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house for the 6th to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Clemson! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Fair catch, called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the air, it's Sanders. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to get to him. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Bringing it back, it's Brown.
The return is brought down at the 45, and the Clemson offense will take over.
Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. They've got him. After he ripped off 15 yards. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of...
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The give to the back. Shakes off the tackler. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Right back to the well.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side. Discards a man. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
On the move. Smashes through. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking for room. It's Selden.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. They're trying to get... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver shows motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has moved into plus territory and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Got his man down the middle. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for space. It's Judkins.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up, fourth down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. They move the tight end all over. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And now on second down for this offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Sampson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Coming after it. Caught near the sticks. It's Lewis. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Rifles it down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. Break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. And he reels it in inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It is perfect. And the Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Fast motion from the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got the quick pass. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Catch in the middle. It's Tate.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go back to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Ibuka. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to...
And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Oh, that was a terrific return.